Hi, I'm Charles Doan, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to record a macro. Now, after careful planning for about a day, I've actually planned to postpone the tutorial for 3-color pieces for tomorrow, and the reason is because I've realized the profound importance of macros when you're trying to solve the 3 colors and 4 colors of the 4-dimensional Rubik's Cube. They're also very important for setup moves, and it's also very important for solving higher dimensional puzzles, if you would want to solve those. So anyway, let's begin. So remember, look up here. I'm using Magic Puzzle Ultimate. If you're using Magic Cube 4D, I will also create another video separately to teach you how to record macros on that program. But this video is reserved for Magic Puzzle Ultimate. So here's how you record a macro in general. So first, you need a reference piece in order to record a macro. This is because the program needs a place to start, a place to refer to, so it knows the alignment of your puzzle. So how do we record a macro? First, you do Control-Alt and you click on a reference piece. If you're using Magic Puzzle Ultimate, please click on a 4-color piece, because it has the most colors, it's going to give a better reference. So 4-color piece, right here. Alright, so press Control-Alt and left click on this. Once you have done so, down here, you should see that it says Enter Macro: 0. This number to the right, 0, it represents the number of twists that your macro now has. Since we have not performed any twists yet, it's 0. And so let's record a few twists, like a U-perm on a Rubik's Cube. Alright? Now, once you're done recording your macro, press Control M. Once you do that, you should get a little window here saying Enter Macro Name. Here, you should enter the name of your macro. Let's just call it Edge Cycle. And then press OK. And so, once you have done so, here, macros, you should see your macro name here. Now, when you apply this macro and you click on this piece, it will apply this specific sequence. Alright? That means if I was like here, let's say, and I were to use this as a reference piece, it will cycle these sets of 3s clockwise. Alright? So now, let me teach you how to apply macro. So, remember the previously mentioned reference piece that I have told you about? This is where it comes into use. When you want to apply your macro, you first have to do press Alt, and then left click on your reference piece. So Alt, left click on reference piece, and there you go. It should do it. Oh, and by the way, if you have multiple macros here, then you have to make sure that the macro you want to use is being highlighted, right? Make sure you click on the macro you want to use, then Alt, click on reference piece, and it should do it, like that. So, let's say I want to apply my macro here, cycle these 3 sets of 1, 2, 3 pieces, no problem. Click on the macro I want to apply, Alt, reference piece, bam. See? Cycles in 3. Next, let's move on to how to record the macros for the 3 colored pieces. The macros that you will be using to solve the 3 colored pieces. So, as you can see, this algorithm, this macro we just made with each other cycles 3 sets of 1, 2, 3 pieces. So what does this mean? It means that from this knowledge, the 4-dimensional Rubik's Cube is 3 layers worth of a normal Rubik's Cube, because it's 4-dimensional. 3 by 3 by 3, and then by 3. So it's 3 layers worth. Alright? So how do we only cycle these three colored pieces? These three colored pieces. First, see this innermost cell here? We twist it clockwise, and then we undo our previous algorithm. And so when we undo our previous algorithm, it will put these 3 sets of 2 pieces back to where they were, and hence leaving some 3 colors still cycled. Let's do that. In order to apply a macro in reverse, you do Alt and right click on your reference piece. Alt and right click on your reference piece for reverse. Just like that. Then you just undo your move. Bam. See what I just did? That was a commutator. A was our cycle 3 sets of 3 pieces. B was our move that took these 3 pieces out of the orbit, out of the way. Then A minus put these 3 sets of 2 pieces back to where they were, and then finally B minus just realigned it. See? That's amazing. So now, let's say we want to record this as a macro. How do we do that? You scroll all the way to the beginning until your move count is 0. And then you remember Control Alt reference piece. So Control Alt should say enter macro 0 twists, and then in order to redo every single move that we did, Control Y to redo them all. Oh. Alright? And then Control M to know that this is the macro we have. Then name our macro. I'll just say 3C cycle. Press OK. See, look at that. And so, what will that do? First, let's say I want to cycle these 3 pieces, these 3 colored pieces. How do I do that? I click on the macro I want to apply, then Alt reference piece. There. And so now I've cycled these 3 pieces using this as a reference. That's amazing, right? If you have any questions, please ask in the comment section. And I will also create a video for Magic Cube 4D if you would like to learn how to create macros for that program. Next stop is how to solve the 3 color pieces. Make sure to subscribe if I didn't say that already. See you in the next video.